Hello, my lovely chows of the internet. It is I, Multi126789, other known as Multi-Man.
Come on, who else?
And welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicle 3. So, yeah, it's been a hot minute for me recording. I'm gonna quickly show you what I've done off screen, because I need you guys to know that I've been seriously out here trying to get stuff ready for the end of this game. Because what I realized is a few things. First of all, finding Uni's last piece for her weapon, I went around, I fought the level 75 that was here, the level 84 that was here, I fought the level 90 something that was here. All I'm saying is to you that I went around and I fought every monster that I could possibly think of that I had a reasonable chance against at level 77, because I have a new strat that's basically just, hey, you see the thing that's called the Devotion Necklace? I have it on every character that can revive, so all of them can basically, once they revive a character, they can basically mash whatever it is that they have for their arts. So all of my healers and one of my defense units had that on, and basically the two units like Noah and Mio, who weren't actually healers, we just have it on them so they can still revive even if they're not that unit. And it's really OD because Mio, because she's a dodge tank, basically she can just kind of, you can hope and pray, cross your fingers and hope that you don't die, so when you revive somebody or help revive, you can get all your arts back, which means you can continue dodge tanking. It's really stupid. You can do this also by turning all of your characters into a what is it, what's the class? Soul Hacker class. Actually, to be honest, while we're on screen, because I didn't check what the skills I did get was, let me change Noah over to that class real quick, because I did unlock a lot of stuff, because again, I went and tried to fight enemies that were way higher level than me, because I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I did, and I was pretty popping off. So we got Non-Stop Barrage. Ooh, grants resistance to combos. Ooh, boost recharge speed in water. Now this one is good for the last super boss that you can do in this game, because recharge speed on the water is very useful to be able to do the strat that I was doing. Boost damage when in water, okay. Strength support, boost, ooh, that one's a really good one for having a, wait, Blasting Stomp. When activated, quick move, deals 100% of attack damage to any... Are you kidding me? That's actually a stupid ability. That's a real stupid ability. Every time you activate quick move, do 100% of attack damage to any enemies nearby. That's a stupid move. You can do some dumb stuff with this. Actually, this is a good skill to have with the setup that I was talking about before. Holy shit. I don't even know what enemy I beat to get this, but I sure did. And then attack heal, which is the last enemy I beat. I think... What was the last enemy I beat? I think it was like one of the level 80s or 84s. But anyways, all I know is that we beat one of them and we got this, which basically every time you get an auto attack, you heal. Now this would be more OD if we could put this on the Incursor class, but it's stuck to this class. And then also off screen, we got a new healing art that also gives power charge. We got this that boosts damage when an enemy is performing attack, and then this one just for aerial enemies. I don't think we have any more aerial unique enemies to fight, so I don't know how useful that's going to be. This one is stupid. This is just Doom. So imagine your boy just having this all the time. 5% chance to instantly kill a foe when their HP is 30% HP. It doesn't work on uniques, obviously, but hey, you can do some scuzzy things to level up if all of your team has this, and you can get an enemy down to a very low amount. This makes grinding really quick and easy, and boosts your attack from behind. But yeah, anyways, so now the second thing I wanted to talk about, we're going to be doing the Grand Tour. Now you may be wondering, oh, what do you mean by doing the Grand Tour multi? So off screen, I realized if I go to hero roster, I was actually able to do every single character's hero quest now. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be planning on doing for the next couple of episodes. I know you guys were excited for the story. I was too. But then I was like, well, I don't want to have an instance like we did already with the previous episode where I was like, oh yeah, we should go do story, and then we lose hero characters. So let's not do that. But also while we're here, I did find the last piece for uni stuff, which does require you to actually fight a higher level enemy. So I just did it because I wanted to show it off on screen.
Just give us a moment.
So we finally got enough round shards to go ahead and upgrade her weapon. We'll start working on it right away. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Napon Unite. Oh my gosh, that looks sick. Huh. Alright, and then all of them must have something to say now that we completed all of that. Yeah. Wow. Phoebe's responsible for building the wood house there. Okay.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Septon wants to leave post haste, but Samon block way. Outside is very dangerous, says Samon. Don't go outside the city. But friends probably go out, okay. Yeah, and now I guess that's the end of the side quest, because again, we got all the shards. So all the other shards don't mean anything. Which is kind of weird, okay? Because I will say, again, if you go just with collecting all of them on the overworld, I think you only get a fraction of what you actually need. And there's no way to, like, use all the other ones. So, like,
yes,
let's see.
That's more like it.
Let's see all the ones that we have left. So we have, so all of these other pieces that we have basically have no use now. Which is kind of odd, but I guess they did overcompensate by saying, hey, we should have some extra just in case. And also, your girl is already on her class. So, basically for the next little while, because we're just going back and doing everything that we should be doing for the rest of the game, we're going to go in order of what heroes we have on our thing, minus one exception, to go and do the last of these hero quests, because it's about time we finish all of these. So, let's go. First of all, I think this is going to be Poggers. Unironically saying Poggers, that's a bad sign, people say, but no, I mean it. It's about to be a really dope diddly-dee. But nah, we out here though. I think the only thing we gotta be careful of, because I don't think I've changed this, is for Lance, and it, what is it? We don't need this. Flame Lord. Well, no, we don't need Flame Lord, because that would require you to go around.
Jackal Claw!
Jackal Claw on upper slash probably is the best. And yeah, he's keeping Ring of Roses, by the way. Ring of Roses is actually just kind of too OD to, like, not have on your characters. Even if they're not a support unit, having Ring of Roses is actually, like, the stupidest move that's why... That move was given to you at the end of the game for a good reason, bro. They knew how stupid that stuff was. Also, Impulsive Wave is really good for your boy on his class. So yeah, also just so the setup can work more. We don't need this because, honestly, I don't think we need to set up any more than we already have. But, you know, basically the setup for how I beat a bunch of the unique monsters without having to lower the difficulty is just give a bunch of, which one? Boost ally revival speed, and then just having all of them equip the, devotion necklace to just get back arts immediately after reviving people. And then on Mio it's just stupid because, again, like I said...
Is Yuzette not around?
Oh, you're right. I wonder where he's gone.
Because again, it's just stupid because you can just say, nah, as Mio I can just use all my dodging skills immediately after helping revive for like a fraction of a second. It's stupid.
Yuzette! What happened?
Was standing 1 minute and then flop onto ground.
What?
You're overreacting, don't you think? I'm just exhausted, that's all.
You've been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levner squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us, so now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Now that stink of untruth. You said working hard for Valdi. Did not want sympathy vote.
Hey!
You said want to act dependable to get on good side of Valdi. Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnesses to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnesses to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnesses themselves can still function. I wanted to get as much use out of them as I could.
So he say. But now look at sorry state of him. Where Papa also been showing you at ropes as little side project.
Oh, you were teaching me?
Let me help. I'd love to. Come on. Give me a job to do.
Huh? Well, if you're asking, how about handling the Levner shipment I was talking about? Once you get them there, it's just a matter of delivering them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnesses?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey.
Levnesses to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough, yeah? Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
I'm a mechanic.
Colony relations changed, looks like.
Alright, now we just gotta go talk to Izzard, so we're gonna definitely do that in a second. Mecha friend, how are you looking? Man, I know how everybody thought this quest was gonna be bad because they had to keep coming and feeding this robot, but like it wasn't that bad. Especially if you're actually playing the game. But you know, I'm not gonna roast people. I shouldn't do that. It's kind of impolite. Not everybody's like you, Multi, and is thinking about 200 hours into this game and not finishing it yet. I'm like, listen, I have issues, but I love this game. So if my issue is loving something so much that I want every inch of this game, then I'll keep that as a problem. Thank you. Anywho, here we go. Hello, Izzard.
Commander Izzard, right? We're here with the Levnesses you ordered.
I appreciate how readily you accepted our request. Thank you. But I must say, I hadn't expected you to deliver them in person, Commander.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to improvise. Ah, you know how to operate them, right? Our guys normally do the piloting.
We've hired pilots for that very reason. Though, we wouldn't mind getting some pointers.
Oh, that's great. Our pilots have been wanting to chat with you too. Anything you need to know, just ask.
Glad to hear it.
Commander Izzard, I hear you're using the Levnesses for some sort of survey. Care to divulge?
Yes, about that. We've observed recently that our water sources around the colony are being rapidly depleted.
So you're using them to investigate?
No. In fact, the survey branch has already identified the cause. It's the Ansels living at the top of the Great Falls.
Ansels? But their natural habitat should be the Urian Mountains.
Indeed. And their presence here has been affecting the flora. We're particularly concerned about their laying waste to the cure grass we use to treat our troops.
That's an issue, all right.
So you want to take those overgrown feather brains out of the picture? That it?
Which is why you need powerful Levnesses. You're looking a bit worse for wear there, Izzy. You been running yourself ragged too?
Two?
My lieutenant's also been burning himself out.
Oh.
Noah?
We'll help you out too.
I appreciate the offer, but I think...
You underestimate this job, and you're going to collapse from overexertion too. Better to share the load, no? It'll make life easier.
Valdi's really worried about him.
Could be a nice little excursion. No one's gonna complain.
All right then, if it's no trouble. We'll have this issue sorted in no time flat with you on board.
Easy peasy. Just let us at him.
I look forward to this, Commander Valdi.
Alright, time to go take care of some birds, I guess. After all, I am a mechanic. Excuse me? Wait a minute. Wait, what was this level for this quest? Guys, I didn't realize how soon I could have did these. Well, whatever. It's fine. It's also calculating for the fact that you're playing this on normal mode and not hard mode, so maybe it's gonna be more, unique. Oh man, there's no quick way to get here, is there? Alright, I'll meet you guys there in just a moment as we teleport.
You know, you've got to take regular breaks. Ah, much better.
I couldn't eat another bite.
All charged up and ready to go.
I'll handle this.
The Ansols were sighted a bit further up, right?
That's right. There are skeeter nests around here as well. We should take care.
Wait, is that...
A formidable opponent!
Is this who's been giving Izzard so much trouble?
Come here! I got something for you!
Appreciate it. Snap! Enemy's broken away from me!
Alright, so cutting back in, you probably heard the little bit of dialogue beforehand, but it's time to deal with these monsters that are way too under level to even have a chance. Especially with our new weapon.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
That looks like them all.
They won't be tearing up the cure grass any longer. I hope that now... their fighting days are finally over.
Baldy, pleased to look. Such pretty, pretty flowers.
Oh, wow. But it's such a tiny patch of them.
You think those ants have got them or something?
No, those flowers are from the Urian Mountains. And they don't normally grow in this region.
Well, how then?
Maybe it's just as Uni said. Maybe the Ansols carried the seeds and they ended up here.
That's nuts. They probably had the seeds stuck in their feathers. And they just happened to land here. Still, of all the places they could have bloomed.
It's just random chance, Uni. Not like they grew here on purpose. Only questions whether they make it.
They did choose. They chose to bloom up here. They never gave up. They're just like me. This world, it lives and breathes, just like me.
Happy revelation?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I never thought we'd be able to find a serious anemone here.
You look pretty pleased, Tyon. Make us a cuppa then.
I'm gonna go back and talk to him about the, I'm glad we did that. Or are these just regular enemies, or just for the quest? It seems like they're just for the
my
quest.
sparks. The cute.
This was a nice find.
Anyways, let's head back to Lambda. We have to do this. Let's go talk to him and see if there's anything else that we need to do now that we finish that. Because those guys are gonna continue to stay free. Also, if you're wondering, I am gonna be staying probably these classes for the rest of the game. But off screen, I'm probably gonna go grind some stuff for these classes. Like Uni, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get a Thermatager class. Tyon, I did think I already... The only person I think that he needs to really get is either your girl's ability from being maxed. Your boy needs to go ahead and get Yumsmith up so he can get a damage link. And then your girl, I'm probably gonna give, if not the Soulhawker class fully upgraded ability, then this one. Because this with that class is kind of dumb, so... That's basically the plan, but let's go ahead and, like, continue the game, shall we?
I see it went well. We've already received your report.
About the Ansel's impact on the environment.
It's all good. Our survey branch will be monitoring the situation carefully.
Then how about we leave the Levnesses here? Could you give us an update if you happen to find out anything new?
You feeling okay there, Valdi? You sound like you're interested in something that's not a Levnis.
Oh, come on. They're adapting to their environment by themselves. It's such an amazing phenomenon. How could I possibly pass it up?
Ha, how indeed. The most feared mechanic in Kevis. So wide-eyed and innocent.
Huh?
Up until we met in person, I pictured you as a cold, ruthless commander who would stop at nothing to achieve victory.
That's the Colony 30 consul's fault.
Yeah, Valdi himself's got nothing but Levnis on the brain.
Hey, that's mean. Well, perhaps you're right. I've been blindly sending Levnesses to their destruction.
But you're only looking at one aspect of the whole. Aren't you furthering a large-scale project for a new model? I hear it's a type of Levnis designed for a wholly different purpose.
Huh? How'd you hear about that?
The survey branch has eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, look at me and the fancy spy network I used to work for.
You're talking about Doric. He's my friend. When he's finished, you've got to come visit.
I believe I will. I look forward to building a lasting friendship with Colony 30. I'd be happy to accept your assistance in the future.
Great, I can't wait. Good news all round, huh? Phew! Now I'm friends with Izzard. Uzette has so got to hear about this.
Well then, let's not keep him waiting. Back to Colony 30.
Without further ado, let's go ahead and finish this hero's quest, shall we? Dude, like I said, I can continue to do grinding on screen, but at this point, you guys already know how broken and strong I am as a player in this game. The only reason why I'm not going to probably show or do more grinding is because even though I fought all those unique enemies, I didn't level up. I think I only leveled up once, and that's to level 77. Or maybe I leveled up twice to level...
Starved. Let's grab something.
Nah, Volty, we gotta finish your quest. But, like, I don't think I need to level anymore, and I already have the strats that I want to do. It's just a matter of doing them. Okay, I was gonna say, Uni, you're kind of stuck there, huh? Wait, don't I have Senna already equipped with the, yeah, Sword of Valor? Because I don't need the launcher, because her launcher doesn't matter now. And her Sword of Valor does that much damage? That does more than her... Oh, because she hasn't ranked up her class all the way. Okay. But yeah, she already has damage link. So what can I give your boy that would be useful? Damn, bro, I can't believe this game only has this many, I probably will just give him, your boy Xeon's skill then, because giving your boy Awakening to automatically give him better recharge is probably the best thing that we could get him at this current moment. But let's finish this quest so we can actually go and do Xeon's, so I can have that opened.
I'm back!
Hey, you taking it easy now?
Yeah. You were gone for some time. It wasn't just a quick there and back.
Yeah, one thing led to another.
Sorry to butt in. Uzette! The Nopod are in a real tizzy. Won't stop moaning about the lack of Levnite.
Oh, they finally gone and used it up.
Is it important?
It's an ore we use for Levness maintenance. Tune them up with it and they're gliding like they're on ice.
We're already negotiating with Colony 4 to get us some of theirs. Those you could try to smooth things over with the crew, just for the time being.
Oof. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Uzette, you know that transmission we received earlier? Well, there's a problem. How much is this guy juggling? There's not much point in him trying to recuperate here when he keeps getting pestered like this.
What? What do you mean? You can't arrange a shipment?
Ah, I wasn't privy to the details. All I know is that some guy called Solon from Colony 4 told us to tell you.
Hey, Noah.
I know what you're thinking. Let's take this to Colony 4.
Let's.
There's been changes to colony relations.
What's going on in Colony 4 exactly?
Let's go to Solon and the supply team.
Alright, to Colony 4 we go. Again, these quests are going to go super quick because we could just have warp points, so, you know, I'm not too bothered by this. And plus, we should have been doing these, you know, centuries ago. Alright, our boy Solon over here. Alright, what's wrong with the supplies, bro?
These are not good tidings, especially when we're so swamped.
Excuse me, are you Solon?
Ah, yes. How may I help you?
I'm here about the Levnite shipment to Colony 30. I was told that you couldn't send it, and I was hoping to find out why.
Did you run into an issue?
Well, we sent some of our compeers to Danad, but we haven't heard from them since. I can't exactly leave my post, so I was deliberating as to how we should proceed.
You said the desert, right? Anywhere in particular?
The richest Levnite veins can be found by a landmark known as Glamrock, so you might try there.
That seems like enough to go on, right?
We'll head out there to look for them.
You do?
And besides, we need to get our hands on that Levnite.
Well then, thank you very much. I hope to hear good news from you.
So their friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying.
We'd better go find them quick.
Alright, time to warp to Glam Rock. Alright, so it's up on the upper levels of this elevated place once you get your boy's sand walk ability. Or sand climb ability, I guess you can call it. Alright.
We'll have this sorted out in a jiffy.
We skeeters.
Let's
we
rush them
skeeters,
down.
We skeeters.
Fine by
Gotta
me.
make you feel neater. Yeah, let's pop Let's pop their eye socket out. Let's go. Man, I love everybody's unique weapons. I really wish Kion's stuff was, you know, unique. It really hurts, like, they didn't get unique stuff for him. For his stuff.
We can do this!
Nice! That's how you pull off a win.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. You saved our skins. Never seen monsters like that before. They really caught us off guard.
Yeah, it's weird that those monsters were there.
One would usually expect them to reside in their natural habitat, above the Great Cot Falls.
So they decide to move house?
This isn't walking distance we're talking here.
They'd have had to have migrated from their old territory. After what happened to those mountains, the Ansels must have tried to take shelter beneath the Great Falls.
I'll bet that's what pushed these guys out. And then they moseyed on over here to the desert.
Our squad leader just gave us an update. You're here to pick up the Levnite. If you want, we can just give it to you here. Saves you a trip back to Colony 4, right?
You sure? Well, thanks.
This'll at least take one thing off Yuzette's plate.
Okay, whatever. It probably has it probably has multiple inside. I just said Levinite for export. I'm like, one piece? I was about to lose my mind.
We're done with the Levnite issue too. Back to Colony 30 then?
Back to Colony 30.
Hold up. That Levnis.
Hey, Commander. Good to see you back.
Hey, Zuza. This little buddy's the Levnis we lent Izzard, isn't it? Doesn't he want it anymore?
To thank us for your offer of cooperation with Colony Lambda, they've sent us a fair bit of supplies and food.
Yes. I'll need to thank him a bunch.
Ah, Commander, there you are. Guess what? Colony 4 just approached us with a deal to receive regular shipments of Levnite from them.
What? What?
I'll head down the docks and tell everyone.
And just like that, it would appear that the bond between our respective colonies has been restored.
Nice one.
Huh?
He hasn't even realized, has he? Come on, man!
You brought everyone together, Valdi.
I did?
It's really quite amazing. Even though you're all doing different things, you help each other out in all sorts of different ways.
That's right. And when there's something missing, it always has a knock-on impact somewhere else. Sometimes you don't notice something's awry until after that effect has manifested itself.
Ah. You know, the world's kind of like a Levnis, isn't it? It's like a mesh of so many different, all interconnected. And because it's made up of all these different things and people, it moves. It's alive.
So then, Baldi and Manana are also belong to parts of world?
Not just us. My buddies here are too.
Not just some tools to be used, eh?
Right, they're not. I'm just reaching for ideas right now. But hey, I'm a mechanic. And if the world's like a Levnis, then I sure as spark should be able to fix it. I'll make a new tomorrow, where we can all live in harmony.
Ambitious goal for Grease Monkey, but willing to keep on radar, with much giving of side-eye.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was not compliment.
Well, I believe in you, mate. You're Kevis' #1 mechanic, after all. You can't argue with that.
Shucks.
Okay then, let's report into Yuzette, shall we?
Colony relations got updated.
Yeah, see, like, I love these hero quests in this game, bro. Because I'm like, the people actually, like, all the heroes actually talking and doing stuff and helping each other out is kind of sick. Which is why we have to do these all before we end the game. Because if I didn't, I'd be pretty pissed off with myself. Anyways, let's tell your boy we finished.
Nah, I'm feeling way better. I'm not just putting on a brave face for you guys, okay? I'm not.
Uh-huh. All right. If you say so.
Thanks for always getting us out of trouble, Yuzette.
What? Where'd this come from?
Turns out this guy's actually more thoughtful than you give him credit for.
Thoughtful?
From now on, I'm helping you with your chores. So let's both do the best we can, and make some of the finest Levnesses the world has ever seen.
Sure, count on it. As if, over my dead body.
Huh?
If I trust you with anything, things are gonna get way out of hand. You just casually go and extend the leases on Levnis rentals. You plain give away the materials that we cracked down on after we caught those guys illegally hoarding. Every time you give a report, my blood runs cold. Think about how I feel trying to stuff.
Right. Sorry. Still, I'm glad to see you're feeling well enough to give me a telling off like that.
Glad, but I'm seething with rage here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I guess none of this really sorted out Yuzette's workload problem, did it?
Yeah, I guess not.
But maybe this is a good way for them to mesh in the end.
Maybe it is. Remember what Issa told us? That you can't just look at one aspect of the whole. I think that's how it is with Colony 30.
And with that, the hero quest is complete, and now Volti, Ward Medic, is now able to rank up. Perfect. Alright. That didn't make us max out the level, which was... Oh, because, yeah, we still gotta finish this. Okay. Which I can easily do because I have all the pieces.
Let's just hand the stuff over.
Alright. Would you like some more pieces, sir? I got plenty of them. Yeah, like, take all of these, bro. Like, I don't need them. I want to kind of see the 3... Phase 6 is officially finished, sign... Uh-oh. Meh? Meh, what's wrong? Derek not work. Ether supply finished. So you need ether? Okay. Impossible. Oh, okay, we need to get information. Okay. How long is it going to be until we solve the ether shortage? Well, Yuzette said that the storage would be likely to continue as foreseeable future, so... You're joking. Snuff my life. Calm down, game.
I'm gonna put my feet
Snuff
up
my
if you
life.
don't mind.
We have plenty of ether. If you need some, we can literally just lend you guys some.
Talk.
It's like not an issue. The biggest non-issue in the game. I'm like, if there's one thing in this game that's not an issue, it's ether cylinder stuff, bro. How's quality? Okay, we're not reading this. I'll skim read it, but like, come on, guys. It's like, how has it been since we last been here? It's like been 5 seconds, bro. Let's not. Okay, that's a lot of ether cylinders, I guess. Colony 30 earns their ether cylinder from some exotic exchange. Okay.
All right, everyone. Time to head out.
There's no ether. There's no ether in the air. Okay, so now we guys gotta divulge with everybody where we're gonna get the ether from. We're looking for someone who can run maintenance. Alright. Don't worry, we're still gonna get the Xeons this episode. I'm just taking our time because I'm gonna do these quests regardless if I do them on screen or off screen. But since we're already here, might as well get the prerequisites done. Alright. We're just asking everybody to help out so we can start getting things underway. I love the Kevis theme just for being liberated theme. It's really good. Just feels homely in a way.
That's such a Valdi thing to happen.
Doesn't it make you a bit jealous? He pours so much of himself into doing what he loves.
Sure does. But anyways, here we go. Alright. In Sorb, we're sending mechanics over to the other colonies for arrangement. Okay. You can go to Colony 9. You can go to Colony Lambda. You know what? I would actually think that Colony Mew would actually love to have you. Yeah, go to this castle, bro. Alright. Now we gotta go to all the places that we sent them. Here we go. And that's final offer. I don't know what to tell you. Is there any chance you can summarize the situation? Tyon. Alright. Nothing here was asking for more, and he won't listen. Ah, we need a lot. Okay. Oh, so we gotta go back to... Oh. You know what? I think I'll do this one off screen. Because they're like, go back and forth? Nah, bro, I'm good. We can go back over here. We can go do the next hero quest. Because I was like, oh, they're asking me to go back and forth? Nah, we're good. We'll deactivate that quest for now, and we'll go help Xeon. Because I'm like, you really think I'm about to go back and forth doing this nonsense? Nah, I'm good. I was gonna do it, but then I'm like, oh, they want me to go back and forth talking to the people, and I'm like, you know, we could get you know, Xeon's quest done by that point. Most of Xeon's stuff is actually kind of resolved, other than the gardening, I guess. Oh, hi, Kite. Hey, don't you dare eat these potatoes. Oh, dude, don't need to yell at us. Stingy. I'm worried because of the lack of folks getting to eat stuff. Okay. The problem is we can call it...
Food shortages. Sounds pretty grim.
Anyway, it's
They've
everybody
been
pouring
worn
out.
down mentally and physically. We have to act now.
Reason to resolve.
This smell. Time to eat then, no?
Hey man, I just wanted to say, you're doing a pretty good job.
Okay, so we gotta get all the information.
Rare for you to be cheering me up.
Bro,
Makes it all the
your
more
folks just said they couldn't eat. Everybody's kind of panicking because they're like, dude, these farms aren't going as fast as we thought. Be able to easily harvest our own food, we'll take care of them properly, right? Yeah. Honestly, you should have Colony Mew come over here, because I already have a good way to actually do all of this nonsense.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
It's all making sense, I guess. Plus ratio, plus you stink, plus you smell like potatoes. I've been wondering, how's Colony 9's farming activity going along? We've been able to till soils in the field and plant seeds, but they won't grow. Even if it looks promising, the batch will fail. Even with those glitter radishes? No luck whatsoever. It's simply those radishes is what the problem is. Okay. Yeah, see? I'm smart. Go ask Junifer how to do it, because she literally does it already.
Nothing left behind? Okay.
Like, I was like, come on, bro. This just seems kind of nonsensical, but, you know, this is why we have to do the Ascension quest to help the heroes actually talk to each other, because all these colonies need to start being friends with each other so they can start learning and growing together. So we're gonna go to the colony town to meet the archer that knows about veggies. Exactly what I was thinking to discuss. Hey, well, why didn't you tell me sooner? Get Fox and the others to hold the fort. Okay. I said I wanted to work with you, didn't I? Okay. Let's go then. The colony town. Alright, let's talk to Junifer and the guys over here who already have crops set up for themselves.
It's just so...
This is also a ploy to make up for the fact that one episode that literally lost all of the footage for Team Junifer. I swear to goodness, next episode we're gonna make up that by doing it, so don't worry.
They seem to be growing nicely.
Yes, they should be ready. It's best to pick them just as soon as they start to wilt.
You let them wilt, even after nurturing them so carefully.
You get a larger yield this way.
Incredible. So, they're not actually dying, but rather making way for new life. Much like us.
Now that you mention it, yes. All life is built upon some kind of sacrifice.
Indeed. Life is a cruel thing. Now that we are free of our flame clock, I am all the more aware of this fact.
I don't believe we've been acquainted yet.
Xeon, commander of Colony 9. I do apologize for this sudden visit.
Juniper, I also act in the capacity of commander for Colony Tau.
We're here today to ask for your advice.
Oh, do tell. In the natural world, some plants contain toxic elements, usually to fend off predators. I'd guess that these belong to that category.
I was afraid of this.
It must have been frustrating.
Yes. Colony. I don't mind the toil myself. Such was my decision. But as for my friends, I'd rather they simply enjoy the result.
I understand. I know that feeling. I'd like to suggest a different crop, drawing from our experience here. Would you wait here a moment, please?
Phew. Finally caught up.
You took your sweet time.
Sorry, I lost my bearings. So, did you figure out the issue?
Oh, sorry to keep you. Look here. These will grow even in the harshest. And you are?
Kite. Lieutenant from Colony 9.
Hello, Kite. I'm Juniper. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh! What the? Why's my chest? Just ignore me. I'm fine. Are those my imitators?
Oh yeah, they do look similar.
They're not, right?
No, they're toxic. I knew it. This is one of Agnes's kite.
It's true. When considering root vegetables, poisonous tubers are relatively common. However, these spongy buds are... Huh?
It's sweet. Already more than edible.
You mean it's safe? Really?
Yes.
I think I'd bake them first myself.
Silence, Nance.
These buds, they're the pride and joy of our colony. I'm so glad you like them. Really.
I don't... Where do you find this trust? These were our enemies.
Yes, but not now.
I get that. I know that. But still, if only you weren't Agnian.
I'm sorry we put you through that.
It's perfectly fine. I think you should talk to your soldier in private, though.
Let me be clear. We do not bear any ill will toward Colony Tau, nor do we...
I didn't mean as a commander. More as one person to another. Your friends. Didn't you want them to be happy, rather than toiling and struggling in vain? And one more thing. The pivotal factor is the soil.
Soil?
Check to make sure that there's earth wormwood growing in your fields. I'll forward the steps you'll need to take to your iris for reference. Did I say something funny?
No. I'm just pleasantly surprised at how earnest you are. I'll take a look as soon as we're back at the colony. Oh, and if you've any problems on your end, would you allow us to lend our support?
Problems?
It wouldn't feel right if the goodwill only went one way. Am I right?
I understand. Let me consider.
I'm glad we could talk. We'll make some wonderful fields yet.
I look forward to that day.
Some relationships
The
changed.
smell.
Colony relations got updated.
I can't believe this game really had a scene where I'm like, look how beautiful Juniper is. I was like, and then this guy's like, oh, if only you weren't the race you were. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, nah, bro, you guys gotta chill. Like, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. That was a fun. I love that part. Man, that was a little bit too much because this guy's like, humming. Like, I'm like, to be fair, I'm like,
Hey, you know what happens if you pull out
I'm like,
earthworm?
yeah, I'm like, Unifer is not a bad pick.
Wriggle
You have
around
my,
and
you have
stuff
my
like they're
vote.
alive. Gives me the creeps.
Stop trying to worm your way out of this.
According to Juniper's information, the presence of earthwormwood improves the soil's drainage. In other words, it makes for earth that is best suited for potato growing.
Okay.
All right, already. I guess we just get on with it, yeah?
We just get on with it.
Can't find a single one of them.
I guess it's not the best soil.
I knew it was just some kind of trick. There was no way it was going to be that easy.
Look here, you.
Enough, Lance. Kite, I know you're worried about the fields. Come over here and let's talk.
No need. I don't have anything to say to you.
Right.
We probably want to check out some other sites, I guess.
Right. There should be some untended land not far from the colony. Let's do a sweep.
We'll update you if we find anything.
Sparks. What's wrong with me?
Some relationships changed.
What could a bunnet be digging for?
Alright, so let's take a gander over yander
Good
and
thing
go
we found
find some
this.
places with puzzlewood. An ass whooping.
Race you to that open plot there.
You think I can't hold my
Dilemma
own?
Rock. This is the... Sorry, I'm not gonna do the bit. Excuse me. Holy. Nothing to see here. Well, I'm glad I'm doing it in this order, so I don't have to backtrack around here. Because at least I can climb down here. It can say the exact same thing when I go over here. And then I can backtrack to over here, where that's definitely the place where you want to plant. Right next to some rich water, where it can already be naturally absorbent of it, and then
Something
some
so
other
valuable
stuff.
here.
But also, this grows some good vegetation up here, so. Nothing to see. Nothing to see here. Dance, apple, dance. Dance, apple, dance. Dance, apple. Also, Xeon has, like, almost 1,200,
There we go! Earthworm
HP,
wood!
bro.
Ugh.
Don't
12,000
worry, it's not
HP.
gonna bite.
I'm not worried about it biting.
Looks like we found our spot. I'll inform Kite.
You think he'll actually help us?
Don't worry. He's a bit delicate in some areas, but when he starts something, he will see it through.
What is it?
I've lost contact.
What a jerk. Now he won't take your calls.
Whoa, now, we should probably hear his side of the story, yeah? Let's stop stirring the pot.
I've already talked to him, but it didn't prove very effective.
He's taken us personally, so it'll probably take some time. Both of you are being too quick to judge. Don't be so hasty.
Hasty? Me?
It's like Juniper said. You need to speak to him man to man, not soldier to soldier. Like how you talk to Lance.
Oh yeah. Why are you and Lance always fighting anyway?
He just gets on my nerves.
Sorry, what? Right back at you, pal.
Excuse me?
I don't think that counts as fighting, Senna. Yeah, they're just having some banter. That's how you should be with Kite, too. You're always talking on a level.
I hadn't realized. So I've been issuing him orders instead of talking to him on an equal footing.
Talk to him again. I think it'll go better this time.
Yes, perhaps it will. I'll try.
Alright, let's go resolve this because two people didn't realize that they were being hardheads.
Hey, Kate. What do you want?
We've good news. We found a plot that would be perfect for farming.
Really? That's great. I mean, well, that's just great. In the eye-rolling sense.
So you won't help?
Well, I never said that.
Talk to us, boss. You gonna get your hands muddy or not?
Yes. All right? I'll do it. I'll do my snuffing job. Okay, so, what are we planting?
Spongy spuds. Juniper's already told us how to grow them.
Oh, here we go again.
Don't grumble. That potato was truly delicious.
Fine. Whatever. Just give me the spuds. What?
Of course. We still need potatoes to plant.
You didn't get them ready?
We were so focused on looking for earthworm wood.
It happens.
This isn't like you, Commander. Did you eat something funky?
Nobody's perfect. Even the most scrupulous perfectionist is liable to err, on occasion.
All right. Just hurry up and get some. Spongy spuds, right? Let's start with about 10 of those.
We'll gather them as fast as we can. Shall we meet again in the fields?
Sure thing. Just send me the location by Iris.
Some relationships changed.
I was gonna say, we definitely have more
Now
than
we
10,
can
so
finally get
we're
planted.
fine here.
No, that step comes last. First, we need to till the soil so that the seed potatoes
Right,
can take
let's start.
root more easily.
So what's that actually mean? Till? I think I'm a bit lost.
Hell yeah.
You toss the soil to trap the air in it, it seems. According to Juniper, there are 3 main layers of soil.
Yeah, so we just rough it up a bit. I get you.
Lands. The crudeness of your summaries never ceases to amaze me.
There's not much point to it all, though, is there?
Come on now. Don't be like that. Let's just do what we can.
It'll only take 2 ticks. You and your ticks, man. It's not about speed. We need precision here, folks.
Just follow the procedure I sent to your irises. Ask me if there's anything you're unclear on.
Okay then, guys. Let's do this.
Yeah! Harvest Moon Gang, rise up! This triumphant music, it's
is
really
looking
fucking good.
That's
Sorry,
pretty fun,
really
hey,
snuffing
baby?
good.
And now we water them.
Ugh, I wish I was the one being watered. I stink of dirt.
Should we wait for the rain? In this instance?
Yeah. I think it's best if we let nature take care of the rest. I get the feeling we should interfere as little as possible.
But rainfall isn't always guaranteed. If you rely too much on the weather, it may come back to bite you.
Then, what if you control soil humidity as you wait for the rain? And if ever the rain doesn't come for a while, then you can water your crops yourself.
That sounds smart. Let's wait a while and see how things unfold.
You just leave that to us.
Oh, what?
Xeon and the others aren't going to stick around here forever. Who else is there?
Well, besides, it'll only take 2 ticks.
Kind. Can I trust you to handle it?
Yeah, go on then.
Come back and have a look after the rain, though, would you?
Right. We'll do that.
If only my presence brought the rain. Once again, I'm powerless.
Indeed, that's definitely where the problem lies.
Good thing we found this.
Hello, Splish Splash. Rain, it's the type of weather that dampens... Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Thank you for giving me a person I can use my money for so I don't have to wait. That was the most useful NPC in the game, where it's like, oh, you don't want to wait for it to rain? I will make it rain. I'm like, thank you. I was about to lose my mind because it's a random weather effect, bro. How am I supposed to control it? Pay me money that you're not using. Like, sure, bro. That's the easiest pocket change of my life.
So, why isn't anything budding?
The seed potatoes are rotting. Perhaps we gave them too much water.
Oh no.
Does the soil not drain properly? Or was it something else?
It's my fault. I was giving them extra water from time to time, because I didn't want them drying out.
Fox.
I thought I was being careful. Never considered that I might be overdoing it.
Well, we'll just have to try this again. Let's wait for the next rainy spell.
Sorry, guys.
Don't blame it on yourself.
Yeah, but if I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have to...
Oh, if only! What's done is done, man. You can't change the past. So let's just recoup our losses and do even better next time round.
Huh.
That's a good attitude, Kite. I like it.
I'm good either way, to be honest.
Huh. Classic Eastman.
Guess I'll stick it out for a while longer. Thanks, Kite.
Credit where it's due. That was actually pretty good.
His words came from the heart. I think that's why it resonated with them.
Kite's always been annoyed at being second best. He knows the frustration of not living up to his own standards. And that really struck a chord.
Complimenting others' weak points has always been a talent of his. It's something I could never do.
Hey! I think we'll go ahead and till the soil again. Take out the rotted spuds. So, if you don't mind...
Got it. We'll grab a new batch for you.
I'm really sorry about this. We'll need you to get 10 more seed potatoes then.
Don't worry. We'll pick a really good selection this time. Just you wait.
I'm really missing one, huh? I'm like, I'm really missing one. Okay. Okay, they spawn there, so I'm not that mad, but I'm just like, I'm literally just missing one, huh? That I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Well, this is unfortunate. I don't know if you probably could have got them from the Furanis anyways, but like, it's fine. It's not like I was using them for any of the recipes specifically that I had, so. Alright, so let's go over and grab a spud, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna go grab the spud. I'll be back. We're gonna cut, so I'll see you in just a moment.
Is that...
Oh man, this is fun!
This was a nice find.
Yes, this is the way forward.
Alright, so returning back with the last spud we needed. Alright, there already got the soil already.
Now we wait for the rain.
Come on, buds. Start your budding already.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Alright, time to go talk to Miss Rains down in Africa over here, because, as you know, we were like, we got money, we got plenty of it. Look at this money we have, bro. Like, I'm not using it for anything, so yeah, this is, to speed up this hero quest, yeah, it's very useful. Hey, you're back. You need more rain again? Yeah, that's easy money, thank you. Okay. I don't care, just... Did it work? There you go. Like, this game was like, oh, sorry, I misplayed. Do you mind paying me more? And I'm like, sure, I don't care. I have literally $3 million worth of nothing. I have nothing to spend this on, so please take my money. Take my money, damn it! There they go.
We did it! They're budding.
Talk about suspenseful.
Manana excited for yummy harvest. Hope they grow up big and strong.
Yeah, we need to take good care of them.
Looks like it's going well.
Indeed. Now we can breathe a sigh of relief.
We'll want to take care of the fertilizer now, right? How do we distribute it?
Actually, I have just the person for that. Earl's a dab hand at gardening. I'm sure he'll be able to help us out if we explain our situation.
I'd appreciate that. Incidentally, where did Kite go?
Stormed off after saying he'd done his field tending duty. Guess he's still not over it.
I suppose it's time for us to pack up. We can't just leave that guy alone. He's always been there for us, through thick and thin.
I know. You don't need to worry about us. Make sure my lieutenant gets the care he deserves.
Will do.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure Earl will explain it for you, but you know the fertilizer? Seems you make it by crushing up seeds, bones, and plants and mixing it all together. Oh, and he also said that having a few helix conches on you would save him some trouble.
You'll get that done in 10 ticks. Or else.
That might be a little tight for us, but we can certainly try.
Some relationships changed.
Well, we already have all that stuff. Surprisingly, though, the potato spuds were actually, when you went to the radar, it actually made them all disappear after you grabbed some of them, so that was interesting. Alright, you got the materials? Yeah.
Which was it again?
Oh, just give them these. Yeah, I have plenty of those. Earl's Special Fertilizer. And that's when somebody makes an inappropriate joke, but I'm not that person, so we're not going to do that. Alright, let's see the fruits of or the veggies of our labor, I suppose.
Whoa, what's with that one?
Whoa! They got so big!
Filled to bursting with lively!
Applying fertilizer ought to further foster their growth.
So we just sprinkle the stuff on top and then we're done?
Wrong. They need to be able to absorb the nutrition easily, so first we combine the fertilizer with some soil. Then you spread the mixture around the roots.
So specific.
I've more or less memorized Juniper's info now. Let me know if there's anything you're unsure of.
I can see his time in the survey branch has seeped in, right down to his marrow.
I suspect he might have actually been born with it. He's just the meticulous type.
That's about all we can ask for. I'm grateful.
I'll let him know. All right, guess it's back to the grindstone.
Now to wait for more rainfall.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement.
Are you really?
Well, yeah, we all worked hard for this.
You tell him, love.
Let's see what the coming rain brings.
Yeah!
I can see why some people didn't like this quest, but I think it's very entertaining. It's literally it's called the place before we became complacent with just being able to have easy access to stuff. You know, We have people who do all these things, but we never really get to truly appreciate the process. Even though forcing rain like this isn't really natural, but hey, whatever. Thank you for working the first time. It's not like I have, oh, you know, still $3 million, but hey, just don't waste my time. Thank you. Alright, I can't wait to get us some better items over here. Let's go!
These little guys have come a long way.
They in springtime of youth, growing up into fine young potatoes.
Nothing gets Manana excited like the prospect of a full belly.
Can you blame her?
Resounding no.
Huh? Why have they changed color?
Huh?
Oh no, they're withering.
Why, though?
It can't be time to harvest them yet, surely.
I dread to think so. But it could be one of the diseases mentioned in the reference materials. The damage seems to spread from the lesions here, on the root. They bear resemblance to the black rot.
Oh, they better not be. That's supposed to cause rapid decay. Spreads easily too.
Let's check the others for similar symptoms. On the double. Lend me a hand, everyone.
Alright. Time to go ahead and look. That one's ruined. Yeah, we can save ourselves time by just looking at the ones that are actually ruined. That one is... I think the one to the left... No, right here. Okay, it was this one. Sorry, my bad. Shouldn't you just pluck them then immediately so they wouldn't spread? Because I feel like, you know, as somebody who's not a farmer, but somebody who would make modern problems into modern solutions, wouldn't you just pick it so it wouldn't get as bad as it could get for spreading? All right, time to discuss.
This smell.
Can we ask Manana to whip up some grub?
Alright, let's discuss this.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
Judging by the state of the storms, it seems we hit the mark with black rot. Okay. Can we help them now? The only solution is that we dispose of them. No, we have to pick the whole stem. Yeah. It spreads fast. That's that's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, they're having a conversation and I'm like, well, if there's bad things that are going to make the other ones bad, then it's probably best to take those out, because they will cause contaminant to the other ones. Alright, so now we're going to go back and pick them, obviously.
Okay. Next on the list is...
I can see why people are like, man, I hate this quest. They just want us to walk back and forth, get a bunch of stuff. It's just planting, bro. It's kind of lame. Mia!
I swear I'll save you. Don't fail me now.
Dude said, I'm swimming across. Alright, now let's pick them. Gotta weed them. Gotta weed them out. Gotta weed them out. Okay, I'm sorry. That was probably a bit loud. Alright, one more to go. Now everything should be fine.
That looks to be all of them.
We'll have to monitor them for a short while. Take note of the state of the stems, not just the color of the leaves.
We should fix up the soil too, right?
Think so. It's supposed to be bad if the underground bits are exposed to light.
Might as well pull up the weeds while we're at it too, huh?
Don't pull the potatoes themselves out.
Mate, I can tell the difference.
And then we hope for rain.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was just thinking how times change. It wasn't so long ago that my sole thoughts were about keeping the flame clock topped up. Now here I am, worrying about soil and potatoes, looking up at the sky. I could never have imagined myself in such a position.
True. Who'd have thought you'd chomp on a raw potato or admit to lacking a spine?
Please, don't remind me. I feel flushed just thinking about it.
But I think we've grown a lot closer as a result. I feel like I know you better. Sometimes you don't really get to know someone until you've clashed first and then sorted out your differences.
You don't be...
Anyway, I think we've done what we can here. Let's report back into Juniper.
Oh, no more asking for rain? Okay. Well, time to go see Junie. You know what? Your boy's Kite is gonna be here talking to his Juniper already, probably. That's probably why he stormed off. Hello, my friend. How's it going?
You found this?
Black rot, you say? Did you deal with it accordingly? Yep. What? Tell me what might be the best course of action, yes. By the way, does anybody keep watching over the fields? Keep a watch? You mean like patrol? It's not just Colony 9 that's strapped for food, remember? You never know who or what could be lying in wait. Right. Alright, so we're taking a trip back? Alright. Taking her back over here. Kite's gonna be excited. I know I'm making fun of Kite, but that's because there's a little bit of Kite in all of us. There is really a little bit of Kite in all of us. That's kind of one of the things that, you know, people won't actually admit to, but like... Some characters, people are like, I don't relate to that character because they're this. I'm definitely better than this. I'm like, okay, you can say that, but, you know, you admitting that you're saying that you're better than this means you're probably just like that.
Sounds a little rowdy over there.
Is that?
It came from over there. Let's hurry.
Something trying to eat out our food.
For the fields!
You are not getting through me! I won't let their efforts go to waste! Kite! You lot!
Talk later. Let's teach those creatures never to set foot upon this land again. We will defend this place with our lives. Show them there is strength in unity.
Be these dumb asses who dare eat our fruits and labor.
Get away from my field!
Nothing showing.
Alright, this is gonna be a pretty free fight, but you know.
Ring of roses! Avenging
Roses. Bam! Bam! Okay, here we go. Taught those dudes to mess with our crops.
People, how are we?
We're fine, at least.
They really tore up the place, huh?
Sorry. I couldn't stop them.
It's not your fault, Kite.
Besides, you were the first to come running here. Don't feel bad. You were tending the fields, weren't you? Trying to keep them safe. The whole time.
I couldn't just sit back. But there was hardly any point.
You shouldn't put yourself down.
You? What are you?
If I could just...
I'll help you. And pull!
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Thank you very much.
Are those?
I'm afraid I failed to mention something. Spongy's buds are quite special. They actually use the field itself as a means of storage.
That's why you recommended growing them. Astounding.
Sorry I doubted you. The reason I didn't trust you before, it wasn't because you were Agnian. No, it's because I was weak. Now, I don't expect you to forgive me or anything like that. But I know I caused hurt. I'm so sorry.
Now come on, raise your head. You refused to give in. You struggled to change things for the better. The way I see it, that's not weakness. Not from what I hear, anyway.
You don't... No, you don't even know me.
Making a change, Kite. It takes guts. You're a good man. We didn't admit it. But then again, neither did you.
You know what? No one's ever told me that.
I'm sorry about that. I think from now on, I'll make an effort to remind you. Kite, you're an asset to us all.
Commander, could you perhaps help me with a problem? If your offer of support still stands, that is.
Sure. Ask us anything.
Would it be possible to permit me to visit Colony 9 more frequently?
That's no issue for me.
I'm not directly asking for help with a specific problem, but I'd like it if we could build friendly relations between us. If that's all right.
Now I see. Feel free to visit anytime.
Same here. Very happy to have you.
Thank you very much, Kite.
What's all this then? Kite's acting weird.
What I'm more worried about is what will happen to the tending of the fields.
I'll be sure to ask them. But maybe not right now. Just look. They're having so much fun.
And with that, Xeon's hero quest is complete. Alright, perfect. So we got 2 done this episode.
I enjoy seeing them grow. It's really quite magical.
And now we can pick up those... Yes, yeah, now we can pick up things for here.
Colony
So
relations
great.
got updated.
Now that we're growing potatoes, I think we can keep ourselves on our feet.
Oh, that's a rare
So
one.
let's see real quick. Okay, so then there should be a follow-up quest for here, because I don't know if we... Did we max out the colony? Let me check the affinity chart. No, we're still a little bit short, so that means there's still probably one more quest that we need to do. Yeah, he's definitely interested in. Thank you. And oh yeah, we definitely got some people that we can give some stuff to now.
Guess it was worth the effort. Oh, hey, we finished
Perfect.
off something.
So there might be one more quest that the colony needs before it's finished, so that'll be good. It doesn't seem to have popped up yet, but hey.
Tyon, would you have a minute? I'd like to discuss agronomy.
All right. We can discuss this on our next break over some herbal tea.
Okay, so I guess off screen what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff ready for, you know, for our next episode, because we got some quests and probably some other stuff we need to do off screen. Next episode, I think we're gonna go ahead and tackle Junifer's Ascension quest. Because let's see, we've done you, and we've done all the way up to, so we're gonna do Junifer's and then Izzard's for sure, and then once we come back, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll do 2 more, then we have 2 more, and then I think we have, well, technically 2 more, but I won't get too spicy with it. Alright, so basically next time when we come back to more Xenoblade Chronicle 3, we'll be continuing on with the game and getting ever closer to getting to the end. So catch you lovely chows of the internet next time. So ciao ciao, until then.